The Moonville Tunnel, hidden in southeastern Ohio, was constructed in the mid-1800s to serve a small mining town. Moonville, a remote settlement, depended on the railroad, which cut through dense forest and dangerous terrain. The line's isolation and narrow design made it a death trap for anyone caught on the tracks. Over the years, several accidents claimed lives, including that of a brakeman said to have been struck by an oncoming train while trying to signal with his lantern. Visitors today report seeing a ghostly figure still waving a lantern, seemingly trapped in a loop, forever trying to stop trains that no longer run. Disembodied voices and the sensation of being watched are common experiences. Some claim to have photographed orbs and strange mists near the tunnel's entrance, enhancing the tunnel's reputation as a paranormal hotspot. Beneath Portland's historic Old Town lies the Shanghai Tunnels, originally built to transport goods from ships to waterfront establishments. These tunnels later gained infamy for their role in Shanghaiing the kidnapping of men, often drunk or drugged, and forcing them into maritime labor. The practice flourished in the late 1800s, and many victims never returned from these voyages. The tunnels also housed gambling dens, opium parlors, and brothels. Today, the Shanghai Tunnels are known for paranormal activity. Visitors report cold spots, strange noises, and sensations of being touched by unseen hands. Some even claim encounters with the ghost of Snina, said to be a former worker or resident who roams the tunnels. Tours through the tunnels are a popular way to experience these chilling phenomena firsthand. Completed in 1875, the Hoosac Tunnel, nicknamed the Bloody Pit, was one of the most ambitious and deadly engineering projects of its time. The 4.75-mile tunnel through the Berkshire Mountains claimed nearly 200 lives due to explosions, toxic gases, and construction accidents. Its completion was delayed by several years, and the workers' tragic deaths gave rise to its haunted reputation. Those brave enough to explore the tunnel report hearing disembodied screams, whispers, and footsteps deep within its dark corridors. Paranormal investigators have described encounters with shadowy figures and sudden drops in temperature. The eerie silence inside the tunnel, punctuated by ghostly sounds, has drawn both skeptics and believers alike. The 3 Gold Camp Road tunnels near Colorado Springs were once part of a railway system used during the Gold Rush era. Tunnel number 3 became notorious for a rumored collapse in the 1980s that supposedly killed a school bus full of children. Although no official records confirm this tragedy, the tale persists, feeding the tunnel's dark reputation. Many visitors report hearing the giggles of children in the first 2 tunnels and terrifying screams near the third. Strange handprints appear on car windows after passing through, even if the windows were spotless beforehand. This unsettling phenomenon has cemented the tunnels as a paranormal destination for those seeking thrills. Located in Harrison County, West Virginia, Flynderation Tunnel, aka Brandy Gap Tunnel, was built in the early 1900s as part of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. It played a crucial role in the region's coal transportation, cutting through rugged terrain to keep the industry moving. Like many old tunnels, it was eventually abandoned as railroads declined, leaving behind an eerie, forgotten space amidst the Appalachian landscape. Throughout time there have been accounts of unusual events happening inside the tunnel. Paranormal events such as whispers without anyone present and mysterious lights flickering in the darkness. These occurrences have led to rumors that the tunnel is haunted by spirits of workers who lost their lives during its building phase. Particularly a man named Hanley, who met his end tragically. While other speculation points towards spirits from the Enon Baptist Church cemetery above the tunnel contributing to its eerie reputation. The Censorbore Tunnel, located near Kingsport, Tennessee, is infamous for its eerie legends. Local folklore suggests the tunnel is haunted by the ghost of a baby, supposedly drowned by its father in a nearby river. Another tale involves the vengeful spirit of the father, who stalks the tunnel after his tragic act. Visitors often report strange occurrences, including ghostly footsteps and the unsettling sound of a baby crying. Cars parked inside sometimes refuse to start, adding to the tunnel's ominous allure. Some claim the tunnel's narrow space makes it feel as though unseen entities are brushing past them, enhancing its spooky reputation. Created during the 19th century for the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway Company, Poorhouse Road Tunnel holds a somber history. Recognized by its name linked to the nearby poorhouse establishment, the tunnel holds a reputation due to various unfortunate events that occurred. Incidents such as the deaths of 2 young girls and a woman. Guests to the tunnel often encounter events like hearing the voices of the murdered girls and seeing shadowy figures lurking. It's not uncommon for a dense fog to mysteriously settle in the middle of the tunnel at times. Footsteps and whispers are frequently reported along with a feeling of unease, perhaps linked to the tunnel's grim past of lynchings in the surrounding area. These unsettling occurrences continue to attract paranormal enthusiasts who seek to explore the mysteries of Poorhouse Road Tunnel. The Spurlington Tunnel in Kentucky carries the chilling legend of Aunt Nancy, a local woman who was allegedly murdered by Jesse James' gang after witnessing them hide stolen treasure nearby. Some say she cursed the treasure and the tunnel itself before her death. Completed in the late 1800s, the tunnel has since fallen into disuse, though its haunted reputation remains intact. Reports of hearing strange noises, rustling sounds, whispers, and even screams are the norm. Some claim to have seen a ghostly woman wandering near the entrance, believed to be Aunt Nancy guarding the cursed treasure. Although the tunnel is now on private property, those who have ventured in speak of an overwhelming feeling of dread and unease. The Crook Tunnel was built in 1902, and in June 1905 there was a rock slide in the tunnel that barely hit a passenger train that was on the way to Benson, Arizona. A large part of rock and earth slid down onto the track, which was blocking the passage of trains. As soon as the problem was reported, a group of men went to the scene of the slide. It took several hours for the men to remove the rock and dirt from the track to allow the other trains to pass through. The rainy season was a difficult time for the officials. In 1912, another grisly event happened in the tunnel. A man named Henry A. Marks was killed when he was run over by a train in the tunnel. It was reported that his battered body was found in the evening. Both his arms and legs were broken and one was almost severed. According to witnesses, the old man was a little inebriated when he left Bisbee. The engine was believed to have run him over between 8:30 to 9:30 in the evening. The decline of the railroad industry has led to the present state of the tunnel, which is now abandoned. It has become a favorite Halloween haunt of people who are interested in paranormal investigations. Sydney City Railway Tunnels. J.C.C. Bradfield's original City Railway proposal, upon which today's City Circle Loop is based, saw St. James as a busy junction and changeover point. In addition to the lines now in use, a double-track railway was to be built from Gladesville, joining the City Circle on its western arc and leaving it on its eastern side for Watsons Bay and the southeastern suburbs. This line was to enter the city from the west at Darling Harbour, run underground and curve around from Town Hall, under O'Connell Street, to St. James, where it would utilize the 2 spare center platforms. 2 lines would run under Hyde Park and Oxford Street to Taylor Square, where there was to be a junction. 1 pair of lines would go to Watsons Bay and the other through Paddington and Randwick towards Botany. The tunnels for all these lines were built, but only a few were ever used.